Hello everybody and welcome back to Crypto Time. So obviously not the best day to be reporting on. We are seeing double-digit losses across the board. I mean, this is just Verastium, good job. But this is definitively a pretty red day, pretty big bloodbath, and we haven't really seen a crash like this in a couple of months where it was across the board double-digit losses. But don't freak out. There's a couple reasons for this to happen. I don't think it's going to be sustained. I think we'll probably start to recover tomorrow and into next week. But there are a few reasons why this is happening, and I kind of want to explain those. So, number one, this is the first article. It says, what triggered the drop? So it says, on previous reports, CCN emphasizes that while cryptocurrency markets have somewhat stabilized in terms of price movements, the volume of most digital currencies remained relatively low. Bitcoin's volume has not been able to rebound past the 5 billion mark, leading investors to become uncertain about short-term future of cryptocurrency market. So, this is talking about Bitcoin, and it's more so talking about interest in the market and that there's not a lot of new money coming in. And while I agree with that, I don't think that's the reason for a 20% crash across the board. Like I said, I definitely agree that that's a contributing factor to why we can't break certain price points, but definitely not the reason that we can't, or that we're losing 20% a day across the market and that we're now under a $300 billion market cap. So the second piece of news says, another day, another crypto hack. This time it's Korea, the crypto mad Asian country, where an exchange called CoinRail lost more than 40 million in altcoins, ICO tokens that aren't Bitcoin or Ethereum, after it was hit by an apparent attack over the weekend. So this is something that would definitely more contribute to loss on a day. However, a $40 million hack isn't going to do too much. Now, I realize most of the people who are probably keeping their coins on this exchange are most likely either selling them or moving them. So that's obviously going to cause a shift in volume. But is it going to cause the market to go from a $350 billion market down to under or sub $300 billion? No. It's going to affect it, but it's not going to affect it that much. There needs to be mass panic for that to happen, or a huge sell-off, which is what happened. So now on to the last story we have, which I think is the biggest contributing factor to this crash, and it says the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, which is the CFTC, has sent subpoenas to 4 cryptocurrency exchanges asking for trading data, according to the Wall Street Journal, which cited people familiar with the matter. The exchanges are Coinbase, Kraken, itBit, and Bitstamp. It is from these sources that the price of Bitcoin futures as sold by CME Group is determined. So this, I think, is the biggest contributing factor, because I think that it has a lot of whale groups and a lot of whales in general scared. Those that are manipulating the prices, those that are manipulating the market are now being looked into, and subpoenas have actually been issued to Coinbase, Kraken, itBit, and Bitstamp. So things are actually being done. I know a lot of talk about regulation is thrown around in cryptocurrency, and oftentimes we don't really see the rumors come to fruition, but this isn't one of those times. This is one of those times where steps are actually being taken to look into something that is affecting the cryptocurrency market. And I look at this as a positive in terms of there's very obvious manipulation going on. I mean, this is not normal, right? This sell-off we saw from 7,200 to 6,800 in 15 minutes is not normal. So there is quite obvious manipulation going on. But I think that it's almost scaring a lot of these manipulators out of the market, because they're seeing that actual advances are being taken in terms of fixing this problem. So by far, I think this is definitely the biggest contributing factor to today's crash. I think that a couple whale groups probably sold out of their positions, causing it to fall 20, 30% in a couple of minutes. And of course, when Bitcoin crashes, the entire market follows. So I don't think it's going to be a sustained crash, and I actually like that moves like this are being made by regulators, because I think we need to do something about all the manipulation that happens with Bitcoin, and I'm glad that we're at least seeing progress. So that's all I have for you guys today. I think these are probably the biggest contributing reasons for the crash today. Now, I'm sure there's other things like, FUD coming into the market, people panic selling, etc., etc. But these, I think, are the 3 probably biggest stories that came out today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you agree with these reasons? Do you think it's maybe something else? Let me know. I'll link these articles in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, everybody.